I didn't make it to the summit. It was supposed to be just another day in the mountains, but it stops being about the mountains very quickly. Instead, it led me to an old friend, into the darkness underground, and into a question I haven't asked myself in years. Coming back to the Tatras, I thought I was returning to a place, but I didn't realize I was also returning to a part of myself.
Okay, I think I'm lost. First time in Tatra Mountain I lost. I don't remember absolutely. It changed a lot after these 15 years. Probably trees grew up.
Getting lost in the forest felt strangely quiet, like the world seemed refusing to follow my plans. I've been in many mountains before, different countries, different heights, but I keep coming back to the Tatras.
The Tatras are famous for their beautiful peak, crystal clear lakes, waterfalls, and amazing hiking trails. They're part of protected national park and are home to many wild animals. I spent here 10 years of my life exploring these places, and I just came back to have a look what has changed. Because every year thousands of tourists come here to enjoy nature, hiking, climbing and skiing as well. And the Tatra Mountains offer breathtaking views and are one of the most beautiful places in Poland. So let's find out if that's really true. It passed 7 hours since I left my home, and finally I just arrived. I'm wiped out. I don't feel my leg at all. I think I won't be pretend that the weather doesn't exist. It doesn't look like postcard. Anyone who visits mountain at least once knows how unpredictable they are. So I'm going somewhere. There's no chance to go somewhere higher. I will try to go to caves, because in caves always I can hide in. But at least I will have something. Yeah.
I went to meet Zbyszek, a friend I hadn't seen in a long time and with who I had planned to go into the mountains. Zbyszek was once a remarkable alpinist, known for his high altitude climbs. A man who lived in vertical world, where every step meant exposure, risk, and height. And yet life over time has a way of narrowing even the widest horizons. From summits and open sky to 4 walls of wooden mountain house. And I began to understand something simple, that places like this don't only hold landscapes. They hold people, some remembered and some forgotten. And some who only exist now in fragments, in stories, in silence, in passing echoes between the rocks.
A, no tak.
Ale wiesz co, nie wiem, czy takie nie za grube?
Nie, dobra, ten masz puls, wiesz.
No.
The weather closed the patch to the summits. What was meant to be a climb slowly turns into something else. So I changed direction. Instead of going higher, I decided to follow Zbyszek, this time into places he knows best. Because some journeys doesn't disappear, they simply take a different patch.
Nice. Polish independency.
This is from the Second World.
Amazing.
We reach the cave and it's still raining. We don't stay long, but there's something about this weather that changes the way you look at things. It slows everything down. It makes you notice what you would normally pass by without a second thought. So even here in the dark, in the stone, there's a kind of quiet beauty that asks you to stop for a moment. And somehow it feels like the same thing is happening inside, as if the outside world and the inside world are briefly speaking the same language, both asking you to look a little deeper. The next day, the sky is kinder to us, and I forgot about my own plans. Instead, I follow him through his rhythm here, The way he moves through these mountains when nothing is planned and nothing is certain.
55 minutes hiking up, and we're almost there. Do you know how long time ago I've been here? 17. So it's actually like first time for me. And storm's going again.
We go to a nearby meadow to look at the distant peaks, and then we look for a rock, a place where we can tie in again, like old friends who still trust each other with something as fragile as a rope. I didn't know then that it would become more than just a climb, that it would quietly test something between us. I'm standing at the wall already on the move. The plan is simple. Build an anchor, get lower down, climb back up, switch over and then belay Zbyszek. A routine we know well. But something breaks into sequence. Zbyszek starts to descend with both ropes, instead of the belay line I'm meant to have. For a split second everything feels wrong, but not yet real. Then it becomes real. I see him moving too fast, losing control, his arms opening out into the air like he's falling away from the mountain itself. I reach without thinking. My foot catches the middle of the rope, and in the same moment I drive myself into the nearest tree to hold the tension. Everything goes still, just rope, wait, and breathe.
I don't know, Zbyszek almost came off the wall while we just were reaching the rope. And honestly, I don't know how it happened, but sometimes routine tasks can be more dangerous than what an inexperienced person would expect, I guess.
I came to the Tatras with a plan. The weather had other ideas. And looking back, I'm glad I did. Instead of chasing assumings, I find myself retracing old patch, revisiting old memories and spending time with someone who has been part of my story for longer than either of us probably realizes. Life has taken us in a different direction. Some people disappear along the way, others remain, even when years and distance suggest that shouldn't. Maybe that's what this journey was really about, not the mountains themselves, but the invisible line that still connects us long after everything else has changed.